So have you heard the saying, if your back hurts, it's your butt's fault? I always wondered what that meant, but now I kind of understand what that means. When your glutes are weak, a lot of times you don't have the hip extension because your hip flexors are overpowering your hip extensors. So your iliopsoas, rectus femoris may be overpowering and weakening, reciprocally weakening glute max, glute medius, glute minimus, causing a lack of really nice, strong hip extension during gait. Okay, so we got a stirrup system that comes up, that springs us forward, that comes up through the glute max and traverses over to the other side through the thoracolumbar fascia and into the lats so that you got this cross-pattern gait going so that when you walk, you have a nice cross-pattern gait. When the glutes are weak, the lats sometimes are hypertonic and will cause problems with internal rotation of the shoulders. So we've got to wake these up somehow, and nobody likes to do squats. And so this is a good way to do it while they're on the table. To make this effective, you've got to put the glutes on the stretch. So the first way we're going to put them on the stretch is in a figure 4. So I'm going to put Aaron's foot against his contralateral knee right there. It likes to slip out sometimes, so I'm going to put my knee up here just to make sure it doesn't slip out. What we're going to do with soft fists here is we're going to do a fast-paced, I call it a spindle stim technique, that kicks in the dynamic gamma motor neuron system of the muscle spindle. You don't need to know that, but you do need to know what a stretch reflex is. Same thing. We're kicking in a mild stretch reflex, which tonifies, creates some tone in this hip. So we've already tested his hip extension, and now we're going to see if we can improve this hip extension. Here we go. Glute max, spindle stim. All different directions. Glute medius, minimus, and I'm not doing topodment. That's what I see in classes are doing this. That doesn't do anything. Drop your body weight. Really get into it. How you doing, Aaron?
Great.
2 minutes per side, but I'm going to do about a minute and recheck and see what we got here. First of all, I'm just going to pull this off a little bit so I get a little bit different angle of hip muscles. You've got to go against the grain, and so that's what kicks in the stretch reflex. Now we're going to put it back up on the table and lift it as high as you can. A lot better, right? Just a little bit of over a minute. Keep the hips pinned or you'll be cheating. Okay, put it back down. What I want you to do, though, is when they come in for the next session, check that immediately to see how long it lasts. That's the whole key, is how long does this thing last? Over a series of sessions, it does last, and it helps balance out this spring system we're talking about.